Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha, and we are about to react to Vincent's Tale, The Bedroom by Ren. I'm so excited. I've got my sick boy gear on for the occasion. My webcam keeps going in and out of focus, which is super annoying, so I can only apologize for that. Right, yeah, let's get ready to go. I'm so excited. Closing the live chat because it's just going to distract me. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, Vincent. He's just amazing, isn't he? Like so talented. Just ripping it up. I love it. See a picture of Vincent in the background there as well.
Anger. Have you ever felt anger with nowhere to place it? Vincent felt cold, neglected and jaded, impotent, empathy castrated. Look for the new thing, always look for the new thing, but never look inside, never look within, without, above, below. Same thing. Wait, it gets deeper than that. The insane thing is sane men living in insane terrain, contorn insane brains that are kind of deranged, strange, without the factor of cause and effect. Factually, the man's a casualty of constant neglect. Let's start at the start. Vincent was born in the dark, home birth to a mother, painted scars on her arm. Track march from the dragon, China white in the palm. Shooting up the birth canal, Vinny fell out like yarn. Tumbled out, himself unraveling, and that was the theme. Exceptionally average grade, sprayed with low self-esteem. From the fire to the frying pan, painting it green. When it's the cash that rules everything around me. Cream, get the money, funny Vinny. He weren't ever good at hustling, shitty jobs that he was dead and stocking started a combustion, nothing. Pulled him out of debt. The debt collector's rushing to be stripping him of everything. Eventually, there's nothing.
Sorry to pause it there. Right, so we're getting like a bit of a backstory here on Vincent. You know, how it's got to the point of which we saw in the last episode. The last song. Sorry, I'm just like blown away. Okay.
Pulled him out of debt. The debt collector's rushing to be stripping him of everything. Eventually, there's nothing. The cycle is a cycle for a psychopath on ice. The day repeats, the days, the weeks the most sure life. When the day's done, it's the same one. It's a repeat, it's a rerun. A deja vu religion, a foreboding of a prison. Whole Britain, Great Britain, how Britannia ruled the wave. We started out with intentions and we ended up like slaves.
So there, when he was like going on about the rerun, that's what we saw in either the prologue or Sunflowers. I can't remember which one. Sorry, but we saw Vincent living the same day every single time. And in my last video, I mentioned that he's he's on rinse and repeat, and he's just getting bitter and more angry. Oh, sorry, this is brilliant. And now we're hearing about Great Britain.
You rule the wave. We started out with intentions and we ended up like slaves. Drink to kill the tension, but the drinks cost your wage. What helps you is what kills you when you're living too deep. And so it goes. Vinny starts to drink to let go. Soon he's drinking, cause when he don't drink, every day is a day on death row. So we drink so we don't have to think. Mercy tastes bittersweet when the spirit that's inside of him sinks in his teeth. And the months turn over, May to October. More days pissed than the days he spent sober. Skin looks older, demeanor gets colder. Sledgehammer swing to that chip on your shoulder. A cold prison deep in alcoholism. 40% proof, no juice. Inhibition get loose by decision and taboos. When we're living for the booze, who's who he lose himself to? One too many, 1, 2, 3 shots down. Drown those sorrows up in London town. If we in for a penny, we in for a pound. Fate comes full circle. Now it's Vinny boys round.
Is this going straight into Richard's tale? Okay, I don't. Oh, this is so good. Okay, so Vincent started drinking. He's rinse and repeating, like we said before. He's become so unwell from all the negativity around him. Just a shit life, isn't it? Really. Sorry to swear. Right, let's go. We've got Richard's tale. Oh my god.
Siren starts singing as the screws murder silence. Stand on my Miranda, my right to remain violent. One man's resistance is another man's tyrant. When tyrants make the law, they go to war with non-compliance. Locked up, Vinny been locked up since his mother knocked up. Kitty grew up fast, pulled his socks up, chop chop. Keep that credit top. Time is money, tick tock. Quantify the price upon your soul and then it's chop shop. Not particularly special, Vinny spent his life a vessel for the musings of the devil. Repetition caused some issues, turned the hide into a jackal. Building pressure in the kettle, bubble up to boiling level. Ooh man, he's a mad lad, falling on the warpath. Vinny split the atom like a Nagasaki bloodbath. Skies are raining black ash, copper car lights flash. Red and blue kaleidoscope, some folks don't like that. Never mind, just a victim of society. The one that serves you alcohol and sells you your sobriety. The one that sells you sex as it.
Let me hear that again.
The one that serves you alcohol and sells you your sobriety.
One that sells you alcohol and then sells you your sobriety. Wow.
The one that sells you sex as it pedestals virginity. The one where we elect these lying pests with God ability. 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 1. Our boy spun his own web-fed tarantulas come like 9 to the 9 to the 9 for his Christ timelines. Intersect Richard's fate was designed.
Screech.
Just set the scene, it's 2019. Richard and a boy named Screech. The hands of fate, they touch and read. Siblings buried, blood it bleeds. Etched in Richard's memories. Force a model, troubled sleep. Takes a time of absently. Hitting the bottle to soften the blow in the walls of yourself. And there's nowhere to go. When his friends on the force, they don't call, they don't show. Go to therapy, raggedy seem to plateau. When his popo went loco and woe so low that his mojo no more, no rebound, no yo-yo. And so the time it moves slow-mo. You see the case was
I love that flow there. That was so good, wasn't it, how he slid into that? So this is like what Richard was doing when he was off drinking, going to therapy, no mates are calling. I'm gonna watch that whole bit again, to be fair.
Paint the picture, set the scene. It's 2019. Richard and a boy named Screech. The hands of fate, they touch and read. Siblings buried, blood it bleeds. Etched in Richard's memories. Force a model, troubled sleep. Takes a time of absently. Hitting the bottle to soften the blow. In the walls of yourself, and there's nowhere to go. When his friends on the force, they don't call, they don't show. Go to therapy, raggedy, seem to plateau. When his popo went loco, and woe so low that his mojo no more, no rebound, no yo-yo. And so the time it moved slow-mo. You see the case was never closed, cause the motive was confusing. Orphan killed his sister, but his sister was removed when the mother died in childbirth. But dying womb life brings. The cycle of samsara always was quite amusing. Brother killed.
Okay, so he's going into like the court trial that would have happened. Oh, sorry, I'm like mind blown. Right, so the court trial that happened, the motive was confusing. Jenny killed Screech, but they were both removed from their mother's care. Obviously, she died in childbirth. From that's Violet, her partner killed her.
Yo-yo, and so the time it moved slow-mo. You see the case was never closed, cause the motive was confusing. Orphan killed his sister, but his sister was removed when the mother died in childbirth. But dying womb life brings. The cycle of samsara always was quite amusing. Brother killed his sister, but the records seem to show the brother never met his sister, didn't even know. So the tragedy.
So that confirms. I think we already knew that, but Jenny and Screech never knew each other. They were separated at birth. When Violet was killed, that just confirms it. I mean, I think we already.
Records seem to show the brother never met his sister, didn't even know. So the tragedy was a catastrophe, a fate fucked up. Richard's losing sleep while his whole family's talked up.
Oh, Richard, he's struggling.
The 5 stages of grief is a common psychological model often used to provide reassurance.
I love this. This is like artistically, that looks so beautiful, doesn't it? You got Ren there, like shouting, like you're, I don't know, like your conscience in a room. It's obviously Richard's. Is it Richard's conscience? Let's listen to the lyrics.
The 5 stages of grief is a common psychological model often used to provide reassurance to all those stricken by loss. For loss comes with a cost like frostbite, shockingly cold, paving the road to decomposure, decomposing your soul.
He's just like narrating therapist what we're doing here. Oh, okay, we've got the 5 stages of grief now, I think.
Cost like frostbite, shockingly cold, paving the road to decomposure, decomposing your soul. 1. Denial, pretending for a while, reality retired, but everything is changing. Richie lost the will to smile, how to reconcile when murdering a child. The 2nd stage is anger, feel it bubbling the bile. Anger, damn the man that served the hand that wrote the plan. If God is will that's good and grand, then damn we are. We all the boys screech, I'll devote my life to thee.
Is Richard getting angry there as well? Did you see that? He was like a bit.
God is will that's good and grand, then damn we are. We all the boys screech, I'll devote my life to thee. I will live a life of peace. Stage 4 is depression. That's a lesson taught in grief. Depression, demonic like possession, that feeds upon this spark for life. No water is refreshing, no sunlight brings him warmth.
So I'm trying to listen to the lyrics, but Ren doing. It's like he's mocking it a bit. Like.
Stage 4 is depression. That's a lesson taught in grief. Depression, demonic like possession, that feeds upon this spark for life. No water is refreshing, no sunlight brings him warmth, no sleep will ever bring resting. His guilt and doubt are oh so loud, the silence sounds so deafening.
Have I gone out of sync with this? Hang on, wait.
No sleep will ever bring resting. His guilt and doubt are oh so loud, the silence sounds so deafening. Depression, the numbing of expression, the negative obsession, ruminating in oppression. Stressing is a lesson when your mind begins reflecting. That's stage number 5. 5 is acceptance.
That really hit me there. 5 is acceptance. See, yeah.
Souls get shaken on the road.
My video's out of sync, and I really don't want to have to refresh it. Let me fix this real quick. I do not want to ruin my viewing experience. Right. I think that's it.
Souls get shaken on the road's never quite ideal. Slow rise, dust it off. And let me tell you something, Richie, man, I'm proud. Cause you pulled a stitch from the seam, the wound was open weeping. Felt like a regression, but that flesh was set for healing. You wrestled imperfections, misdirections, what with demons. Most demons are a fallen angel, truth has double meanings. Perspective disconnects the trauma, trauma turns to lessons. The biggest curse you'll ever face could be your greatest blessing. Remember, in the darkest times, no need for second.
This is so beautiful. And like, I know it's about Richard and Richard's tale, but I think so many people can relate to that. I can relate to that massively. I want to listen to it again.
Truth has double meanings. Perspective disconnects the trauma, trauma turns to lessons. The biggest curse you'll ever face could be your greatest blessing. Remember, in the darkest times, no need for second guessing. No path is ever linear, a stumble leads to stepping. You're a soldier, a scholar of life's sorrow, and day follows day. There will always be tomorrow when it gets colder. Whatever, it's only weather. Rain feeds the crops, let them grow, think clever. I'm so fucking proud of you, Richie, my boy. I know you're itchy, my boy, to get to work and deploy. Serve and protect my don, in for the right reason. I know you think you've done wrong, but look at who you become. It's your first day at work, big man. Hold that head up high, my friend. Come on. We're all proud of you, Richie. I hope you get out there and smash it. I mean, what could go wrong?
Wow. Oh my God. There was so much going on there. I feel so emotional for Richard. I had like tears coming in my eyes, and I'm like, why am I crying? That I love that at the end. I need to go back to it. Welcome.
Remember, in the darkest times, just when they think clever, work and deploy. So who you become. It's your man. We're all proud of you, Richie. I hope you get out there and smash it. I mean, what could
Go
go
on,
wrong?
Richard. That is so sick. I absolutely love that bit. It's like, yeah, wow, wow. Right, let me close this, and then I'm gonna like recap back through it and make some notes to myself. So I have just like sort of rewatched. I just like took some notes down as I was like flicking back through. I'm so sorry about my camera this whole video. It's made me so angry when I was editing just now. I was like, why does it keep going in and out of focus like that? Like I'm not even doing anything, I'm not even moving. Just being so extra. That's ruined my mood now. I was very, very teary again when I got to the end of Richard's tale. So emotional at the end, and like Richard's face when he's like, when he's when he's just looking at the camera like, I can do this. I wanted to do Vincent's tale first. So the introduction was beautiful. The start and the prison officer walking towards Vincent's cell, and we can see Vincent in there and he's praying, and then the guitar solo. I was digging that. Ren is just so talented. That was incredible. And then behind Vincent, we saw the sunflower and self-portrait paintings by Vincent van Gogh. They were They were hanging up behind him. Okay, so Vincent starts with, "Have you ever felt anger?" And that brought me straight to Seven Sins. Have you ever felt pain? I don't know if it was a callback to that, intentional. It just really reminded me of that. And Seven Sins is my favorite song ever by Ren. I sort of liked it before, but I developed autoimmune disease about 14 months ago. So Seven Sins became like gospel to me. I love Seven Sins. So yeah, that "Have you ever felt anger?" I really liked that. So he goes on to describe how Vincent is feeling. We've got cold, neglected, jaded, impotent, and his empathy is castrated. But then it goes on to say, like he's an average kid, average grades and whatnot. And then it says cash controlling everything around him. But he was no good at making money or hustling. He got in debt, and then had nothing. So I'm just trying to read my own notes. I have ADHD, so yeah, just bear with me, guys. I think what we see is just a concoction of so many bad things. Small, like if you took each one of them one by one, it's not that big of a deal. But when you get that concoction, you create what Vincent became. You've got this thug, this angry man. He's wanting more. You say cash is ruling everything around him. He sees people with this and that. I want that. Why can't I have that? I work hard. I do this. I do that. And then the drinking. And I think when he's mentioning Great Britain and stuff, it's like the lie that Britain told him, if I work hard, I can have a job. If I work hard, I can buy a house. I can have this picture perfect. What we're always told from children. It's like pushed onto us. And Vincent isn't making it. He can't seem to get to that level, or and then this vicious cycle has been created. And then he's obviously gone to prison now. And I think we see people like Vincent all the time. I mean, the prisons are full of people like Vincent. And when you get to know them or hear their backstories, they'll be very similar to what Vincent's is. And I think what's really sad is knowing that there is no reform in prison either. Like that cycle will just continue. So yeah, we've got Vincent dealing with all this stuff that he doesn't know how to deal with. He never looks inside. He's never stopped and sort of tried to better himself. He's just gone like that negative route. But on the flip side, we then get to Richard's story, who's sort of like gone through this huge trauma, and he's also turned to alcohol. Alcohol's mentioned again with Richard. We see all the struggles that he's facing whilst he's on leave. His life's slow. He's drinking to escape, losing sleep, and then we see the 5 stages of grief, which is brilliantly done. And then, oh, he finally reaches acceptance. And that was such a beautiful moment in Richard's story. And then Ren goes into this like really positive, and the lyrics are so beautiful in this next part. He says stuff like the road's never ideal. He's essentially saying like it's shit, but we make it through. You've got to get through it, and you will heal. Like it's never going to be straightforward. Healing isn't linear. And I absolutely loved when he said, "The biggest curse you will ever face can be your biggest blessing." I think that coming from Ren is just absolutely beautiful. Someone who's been so defeated by his illness and his own body, his own mind, to tell you that actually this has been also been my biggest blessing. The thing that hurt me the most has brought me the most joy, he said in his 1 million subscriber video. When I then compare Vincent's tale to Richard's tale, we essentially see two men here who have gone through a really rubbish time, and Richard's made it through and Vincent couldn't. He couldn't escape from that. And thankfully, Richard was able to, with the help of therapy, his family's trying to support him. Like he eventually wanted to get back to work. He had that hope inside and that courage inside him to be better and to be himself again. Whereas I think Vincent was lacking that. I don't know. That's just my interpretation. I'm not saying like that's absolutely what's happened here. That's how I like to see it. And I think that's really beautiful and poetic to see the duality. This one can do it and this one can't. But yeah, what are your thoughts? What do you think? Tell me if you think I'm wrong. Again, I am so sorry for the quality of this video. I no one's more angry than me, trust me. I am gonna go now. Look, I'm going out of focus again, look. I am gonna go now. I absolutely love that. I am probably going to spend the rest of my evening watching other people's reactions and see what they thought, their ideas. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely loved it. Right. I am going. Take care, guys, and I will see you again next time.